What's up everybody, the Blue Fang here, and today I'm back starting yet a new What If, and this time we're centering it around the My Hero Academia universe. And it will be about what I think would happen if Izuku Midoriya had a stand. If you watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you would know what a stand is. But if you haven't, I highly recommend the anime to you. But you can still watch this because I'll explain it shortly. So, for you guys who don't know what a stand is, it's a visual form of your life energy that pretty much is based off your personality, and it basically just stands behind you and does all the fighting. It also does all the pounding, all the work, so it's a pretty cool power system, and I just really love it. I'm gonna try to make it Deku's quirk in the What If, so it'll be pretty interesting. So now I'll go into the background info soon, but before that, subscribe if you're new, hit the like button, and turn on bell notifications. Now with no further ado, let's get into the video. So in able to make Deku's stand to be compatible in the What If, I need to make sure everyone's allowed to see it in the My Hero Academia universe. So it's not invisible to non-stand users for it to be fair. Another thing is the rule that implies that only stands could beat stands is non-existent in the story, as we're in a different universe. Alright, so now that's out of the way, let's just get into the What If. So we start off with Midoriya just minding his own business in his middle school, just like in the first episode. Midoriya dreams of becoming a hero just like in the original. He still loves All Might and wants to apply into UA High. But Midoriya thinks he has no chance to do that since his quirk hasn't manifested yet. The doctor he went to see if he has a quirk said that Midoriya still has a quirk, but it's an unusual one that may take some time for it to be awakened. Midoriya has waited all these years for it to be awakened, all these years being bullied by Kachan and still no quirk to look out for him. As everyone gets settled in the class, the teacher calls out everyone who is applying for UA High, and of course, Deku gets called out. Bakugo laughs at the fact that Midoriya is trying to get into UA. He goes on to say that Midoriya is just a quirkless loser that has no chance that he's going into UA. Deku gets up from his chair. I do have a quirk, Kachan. It's just hasn't come out yet. Just watch, it'll come soon. Ha! Deku, more lies. Why do you keep saying that you have a quirk when you actually don't? Is it just to hide the fact that you're just a quirkless loser? Midoriya sits back down while Bakugo continues laughing in the background. We cut to a later time when Midoriya is just walking by himself outside, just after his notebook got destroyed by Bakugo. He walks thinking how he'll be able to make his quirk awaken because he needs it now. But as he thinks about this, something rises behind him. The thing lets out a killing intent and its aura is evil. Midoriya doesn't notice this yet, but the monster known as the Sludge Villain creeps up behind him for him to be his new victim. He then thinks it's time and strikes at Deku. Midoriya tries to scream out, but the Sludge Villain covers his mouth so no one would hear his cries. Deku thinks it's all over now, but at that moment, a ghost-looking figure appears in front of him. It stares at Midoriya, not saying a word. The Sludge Villain hasn't noticed it yet, since it's so transparent. Is that my... Deku tries to wonder if this is his quirk, and that it just awakened. No, it can't be. But Midoriya then thinks hard about it, then comes to a conclusion. His final thought is that this is his quirk. Midoriya controls his newfound quirk, which is a stand, and tries a barrel of punches. It's not too hard like Star Platinum's punches, but they're hard for the Sludge Villain when he launches off Deku and gets sent flying away. Midoriya is surprised but relieved that he got the thing off him. He finds that his quirk is manifesting a ghost-like figure to fight against enemies, or just to do normal things. He also wonders if it has any other ability than just punching pretty hard. Midoriya focuses on his new quirk as the Sludge Villain rises up again, but this time he's really mad. He's about to strike, but then All Might crashes in and takes him down. Like in the original, he puts him in a bottle for safekeeping. All Might looks at Deku and smiles. Nice work for looking out for yourself. I'm sure if you train whatever quirk you used against that villain, you'll be a fine hero, kid. Midoriya smiles back. Thanks, sir. All Might flies away thinking how the new generation of students are pretty strong. We cut to a later time when the Sludge Villain escapes from All Might's bottle, and this is the part where it attacks the town and takes Bakugo hostage in his grasp. Deku casually walks along the street, still really happy from meeting his number one hero and also finally awakening his quirk. He continues walking by and sees a sludge villain attacking while Bakugo in its grasp. All the heroes nearby at the moment aren't able to take it down, while no one else joins in to help. Midoriya just thinks that this is his chance. It's his chance to become a hero like All Might. He runs towards the villain with no fear in his eyes, but just courage and determination to be a great hero. He releases his new quirk as he runs, and he focuses hard again, trying to find some hidden ability other than just punching. Midoriya then begins to feel a shock in his body, as a radar signal forms in his mind. The signal generates through his eyes only, which locates the weakness of the sludge villain. This is his stand power. He finds the weakness for the sludge villain being a hard impact. He readies his new quirk and unleashes a great gush of wind from the stand's hand, hitting the sludge villain and making it fly from Bakugo and the crowds. All Might runs in, about to transform, but then smiles to see Deku take down the sludge villain himself. Bakugo is surprised to see Midoriya do all of this. He then grins. Ha, I guess you weren't lying after all, Deku. He walks away while Midoriya smiles, knowing this power could make him have a chance to be in UA. So basically guys, his stand's power is to look and generate the weakness of the opponent he's versing. It's pretty OP, but he will have to learn to control it more to become very OP. It can do some punches, but not really hard ones. That's just pretty much his quirk for this what if. But enough talking about that, let's just get back into it. All Might transforms into his 1-for-all state, greeting Deku and taking him someplace else. He congratulates him for taking a stand against the sludge villain and defeating him. Midoriya tells All Might about his dreams to become a hero as good as All Might one day. All Might then says that he thinks Deku would be a fine hero one day. He flies away after that, and Midoriya walks back to his place ready for the UA entrance exam coming up. So I think I'll end it off there guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. I'm sorry for this being a little short, but the reason for that is, so if you guys like the idea of this, I just need you to get like a few likes. I don't know, about 30 or 40, and I'll do a part 2, cause if you guys like My Hero Academia or just this concept, hopefully you guys enjoy and make me have a part 2. And if you guys do like it, I'll continue on the next parts. So subscribe if you're new, hit that like button and turn on bell notifications. It's been the Blue Fang, peace.
No, I gotta make it out the cold for the best show. Please don't try, never show my back. Bitch, don't cry, just move that tag. That's trash, thought I never really say this. Call my music on my ex-bitch playlist. Bitches say 613, that's the greatest. But I never see no niggas ever famous. Facts boy, leg boy, trash boy, trash boy.